In Howells, Nebraska, round 1 of the state playoffs began at 5 p.m. on Thursday when the number 11 Johnson Brock Eagles came to town to take on the number 6 Jaguars. The home team struck first with a Jordan Breachacek 5-yard rushing touchdown at the 6:25 mark in the first quarter. An interception on the Eagles' first drive by Howells-Dodge defensive lineman Ryan McElin meant it wasn't long until the Jaguars found the end zone again. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the first, Breachacek added 6 more for Howells, this time from just 2 yards out. The Jags entered the second quarter with a 14-0 lead, which looked like it would soon diminish after the Eagles rattled off a couple big runs, the first by running back Devin Clark and the second by quarterback Trey Studhite. However, Lane Hegeman disallowed Johnson Brock from continuing its offensive drive when he stripped Clark at the 13-yard line and proceeded to take it all the way to the house for a 67-yard fumble return touchdown to put the Howells-Dodge up 22-0 with 10:11 left in the half. The Jaguars soon got the ball back, but Cole Fossenberger decided he wanted the Johnson Brock offense on the field and jarred the ball loose from Connor Bloom. Eagle teammate Ben Clark was able to recover. Following the takeaway, Johnson Brock stringed together a solid offensive drive that culminated in a 5-yard Wyatt Nichols rushing touchdown to make it 22-8. The Jaguars answered back just before halftime with a John Yostin 1-yard dive to give Howells-Dodge a 30-8 lead heading into the break. In the third quarter, Johnson Brock received the kick and drove down all the way to the 1-yard line, but penalties and a solid Jaguar defense managed to keep the Eagles out of the end zone. They would soon have another shot on offense, however, after Jackson Baum intercepted a pass intended for Cade Hegeman. Just over a minute later, Johnson Brock quarterback Trey Studhite found Reese Armconnect in the end zone for a 14-yard score to make it 30-16 with 4:01 left in the third quarter. Scoring would cease until early in the fourth quarter when Daxman Legend snuck into the end zone for Howells-Dodge on a 2-yard QB sneak to make it 36-16. One play later, Studhite launched up a 39-yard bomb to Eagles wideout Ty Hahn, who hauled it in for the score to make it a 2-possession game at 36-24 with 10:04 remaining. On the next drive, Johnson Brock got a big third down stop, but Howells-Dodge coach Mike Spears decided the Jaguars were in 4-down territory and went for it on 4th and 6 at the midway point of the fourth quarter.
Well, we really didn't want to give them back the ball, and we were at a position where, if we punt it, we're really not going to gain that much yardage. We're not going to change field position that much, and kids wanted to go for it, so we decided we'd just go ahead and go for it and thought we had a play that we could maybe get it, and we got it by that much, and that helped.
And that much, as Coach Spears described it, was all that the Jaguars needed to move the chains and to continue to chew the clock. With 3:45 left in the fourth, Howells-Dodge finally crossed the goal line on another Van Leggen QB sneak to put the Jaguars up 42-24. Johnson Brock had plenty of ground to make up on their next drive, but wasn't able to move the sticks and turn the ball over on downs with just over 3 minutes left in the game. With the Howells-Dodge offense back on the field, Connor Bloom was able to score on the ground from 25 yards out to effectively put the game out of reach for the Eagles at 48-24 with just under 2 minutes to go. A Howells-Dodge interception on the Eagles' next drive then sealed the deal for the Jaguars. The 48-24 victory advances Howells-Dodge to the second round, where they will travel to Nebraska City to take on the Lord Central Catholic Knights on Wednesday, November 2nd. Make sure to keep up on all the playoff action at strivesports.com and by following @StriveSports on Twitter. For the aforementioned Strive Sports, I'm Austin Penfield.